All right, welcome. So we should be live in a second. Let me just check that. Live stream. Don't see it yet. Friday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I am Anchorhaven, and my guest today is Slavka from the Natural Sentient. And this is our Friday night live stream. So you are very welcome.
Thank you, Julia. Great to see you again. Hi, everyone. How are
So,
you?
yeah, I'm good actually. I've done 3 book reviews today, which is probably a bit excessive, but I was supposed to be working on something else, and I thought, well, I'm going to tidy, and then I started to find the books. So I thought, oh, I'll do 3 book reviews. So I did a book review on the John Whitberg book one, The Man with the Periwinkle Eyes. Volume 1, Fire and Rain. I did a book review on Ivan Teller's ET Deep Dive Guide, which I had, and I did a book review on the Jake Muller the ET guide, which is like 400 and odd pages, which is mad. So Jason, missing time 420 is in the chat. Hi Jason, how you doing? Bob Lazar just went back on Rogan, he's saying. Ooh.
Wow, so a lot of news on your side, Julia. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
those books are amazing. I mean, from the great people. So,
yeah, I hope so. I mean the last one I did, because it's such a big ET guide, I could barely get into it in like 40 minutes. It was massive. So, but I hope it helps somebody, yeah, just put these things out there. So I've got a playlist that's just about book reviews right now. So there's 3 reviews I did on Christy Campbell books, 1 review for John Whitberg's book, Ivan Teller book, and Jake Muller's book is on there now. So yeah, so I can do more. People want me to. I might need to get some books. So that's pretty
wow.
much all the books I've got. So yeah. So what have you been up
Okay.
to lately?
Well, as you noticed, I just stopped for now doing live streams because I was up to different things.
Okay.
Mostly about manual chores and repairings and just going inside. So
Hmm.
yes, I paused for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's actually great news. I noticed, of course, some of your activities, um, and that's great to hear from you that you're doing book reviews.
Yeah. So I went away last weekend. I went to Wales for a retreat with some
Yeah, how did
friends.
it go?
I just slept. I just slept the whole time. When we booked the villa a year ago, we did it last year as well. Then we put on like a planned retreat. But this year we just thought, let's just get some people and let's just go away with no agenda, no plans, no nothing, and just do whatever we want to do. So I got a tattoo. On the first
Wow,
day, on the first morning, that's what I
beautiful.
did. I went and got a big tattoo, and then we went down to the beach and we had afternoon tea and things like that. So yeah, we're just chilling out, because my energy is like totally tanked lately with some things that have been going on. So I'm slowly coming back up now, and so I did take a few days off from my morning lives. Now I'm back on the early morning live schedule, which is like 5 or 6 a.m. UK time, just like midnight or 1 a.m. Eastern. Right,
Yeah.
so that's our daily live slot. Hey, Danny's in the chat. Hey, homies. That's so funny. So I've got Slavka joining me today, and Slavka is maybe got cards or runes with you. Have you got anything with you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
got rooms with me. Yes.
Yeah, and I've got a deck, so we can do. I've got the Work Your Light deck that I've just opened today. Because I
Oh,
thought, you know
Rebecca
what,
Campbell or
I'm
or
not going
something
to.
like that.
Yeah, I thought I'm not going to any shows. I'm not going to be selling anything. So if I don't have it, I'm just going to add it to my collection. So if anybody would like a reading, you can make a donation to get a longer reading. Just send that to paypal.me/Anchorhaven. Please don't send a super chat if you want a reading, because I won't get that money for ages, so I can't share it with Slavka. But if you want to send a PayPal, just let us know. Otherwise, we'll just do a very simple, cool reading. If you want something bigger, then Slavka can do a more psychic, intuitive reading for you, and that'll be really, really cool. So I'm just checking. So I don't know, Jason, is anybody else live at the same time? Because I know we're a bit early today, aren't we? We're a little bit early. I'm not sure what Rob's been up to lately. I'm wearing my typical skeptic t-shirt actually.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah,
That's
this one, I've had
great.
this one a while. It's on the way out. This one, it's really like getting run down. My psychic duck one though is in great condition. Such a good one. Um, so have you been traveling or any plans to travel?
Yeah. I always have some plans to travel, and actually, uh, India is calling
Oh,
pretty
really?
strongly.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah. So
And
where would you go? Where would you go?
let's see, because there are other countries as well, even
Yeah.
here around Slovakia. So let's see. But for
Yeah.
now, I just have, some things that to be done here. So it's like
Yeah.
open, but I receive a lot about India now. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's going.
So if would you just go there for travel or would you go for like a yoga retreat or what do you think?
I always like to keep it as an open plan, but I'm pretty open as well. Whatever will unfold, if something will catch my attention.
Yeah. Because I lived in Goa, so I lived in the West Coast for 10
That's very
years.
spiritual area, Goa.
Well, yeah, I was just kind of, I kept to myself. I know a lot of people, a lot of tourists came for the yoga and all that kind of stuff. I just kept to myself. So I just did my own thing because I connected to my goddess Guan Yin when I was out there. And so I lived a very, very simple life. So I first went out there for work and I met my husband at the time. Very within 3 days, I met my husband. So I'm thinking that's a bit handled now when I look back on these things. But I lived really, really simply for a long time. So I've been back here now for 11 years.
Hmm.
But if somebody said, "Oh, you've got to go to India tomorrow," I'd go. I wouldn't mind now. I've just had curry for dinner actually, which I try not
Yeah.
to eat curry. But the choice out there for vegetarian stuff is amazing, and so I would love to have like like the breakfast food, which is all veg, non-veg. Yeah,
Oh yeah, tell me something. I love Indian food.
yeah. So I prefer Chinese food, but Jason's saying that no notifications have gone out, which I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no notifications.
No notifications. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will find us eventually. I know Flix is going to come because she was saying that she's missing the morning lives. So I reminded her that they're at 5 a.m. So she's
That's
like,
that's
"Yeah, I'm
early
coming to that."
actually. That's
Yeah,
that's
it is
pretty
pretty early.
early.
It is, but then we get the Americans, we get the Australians, so it's pretty cool. And James the Wizard Whitkus is in the chat. Did you get a notification, James? Because Jason's saying no notifications are going out. So I've got a new deck of cards. Slavka's got her cards with her. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can send a PayPal if you'd like a longer reading, and we will do that for you. I'm going to ask Slavka some random questions from the random Q&A question bag. Let's
Wow.
see.
Okay, let's do that. I'm excited.
Okay. What's something you find soothing? It says.
Wow.
They're very random. So, what soothes you? What calms you?
Nature.
Nature.
Nature, to go through the nature and focus on the, to use this, engage the senses and listen and be in the present moment and listen and just to be, walk around, pick up the medical herbs, whatever is around, and just to be there in the nature. That is very soothing for me.
Yeah, that sounds so. I mean, you are the natural sentient, so it should be.
Yes, makes sense.
Where did you get that name from? The natural sentient. I've asked you that before.
It came to me by download because I was thinking, like, what name? How can I name myself? And I was considering, if I want to be more like universal galactic sentient. But then I realized I'm more natural because I love nature. So my connection with nature, animals, and elementals. So, and this came to me, like, yeah, this resonates a lot. So, and since that time, I'm using it, the natural sentient.
Oh, it's a great name. Love it. I think Slavka's so unique as well. So when you go by Slavka, everyone knows it's you. Yeah, so that's really cool.
Yes, thank you. Because it's a Slavic name, actually. My
Yes.
full name, it's Slavomira, but I use
Slavomira.
short version, which is Slavka.
Okay, another random question. What's a personal side project you're working on or want to work on? So what have you got going on at the moment? These little cards. A side
Personal
project.
project,
Hmm.
or it's a personal project, or it can be any project.
Any project, anything that you're working on that maybe you've not shared before, something that you've got going on.
Well, yeah, there are some projects going on. I share that I'm creating something when it comes on Oracle cards. But I don't let's keep it, for now, because I'd like to show when it's done.
Yeah, I
But I have
agree.
I have more projects coming. My mind is always in the more working in
Yeah,
the more
me
ways
too.
and stuff like that. So I would love to share when it's done.
Yeah, I agree. I've got a deadline because I've got the June conference, I've got the basis conference coming up. So I've got a deadline to create something before the conference. But I work on multiple things at the same time. I've got books I've been writing for over a year. I've got 3 card decks I've been designing for over a year. I'm just
Hmm.
not getting anywhere with them. I get like even today I was meant to be working on one of the card decks and instead I started doing book reviews. So I don't have any focus. But I'm collaborating with somebody on one of the projects, so hopefully that will keep me motivated. So that'll be good. Okay, random question. So if anybody's
Well,
got any
that's
questions,
quite a lot, actually. That's
yes,
quite a lot. You keep yourself, busy,
I
and that's
don't see.
great because you have a lot of great stuff going on. So I understand that you
Well,
have a lot of
there's
content.
also the thing that I might need to get a job at some point. So I've got to get these things done now before I
Yeah.
actually get forced into spending 8 to 10 hours at a job. Okay, so there's a question from James the Wizard Whitkus, and it says, "Do you hear high frequencies all the time in both ears?"
Um, not in both, actually. I hear different frequencies from the right and different frequencies, from the left. But I can say yes, some of them are, let's say, high vibrational, but from it's not the same, because I know that what's coming to the right side is coming from the physical world, that someone is talking about me, and what is coming to the left is like coming from the spirit, and that's also sometimes very interesting. So yes, I can actually distinguish the direction, and I can hear also
Okay.
electricity. I can hear, very like subliminal frequencies.
Mm. So when people say that your ears are burning because somebody's talking about you, you're getting a frequency to let you know that somebody's talking about you. That's amazing.
Not necessarily burning, because for me it works. I'm like a tuning fork, let's
Mm.
put it that way.
Yeah.
So it's not burning.
Well, we
Burning.
just say that here in the UK. Oh, my ears are burning. Somebody must be talking about me. It's just like one of those things. But I get noise in my left ear, which is loud tinnitus. But I've had people sit next to me and hear what I'm hearing, so I know that's targeting. Because one time there was a loud bang and somebody jumped next to me. Right, so they
Mhm.
heard it. So the right side is my spirit team coming in. So not very often do they actually sync the two, but I can tell something's coming in this side. Crystals, I hear a lot of
Mhm.
crystals. I hear the elements. If I'm doing a therapy with somebody, I'll be tuning into their body with my right ear, so I can hear the changes in their auric field. Yeah, that's a great question, isn't it? That's a good question.
It is a great question, but as I say, I don't necessarily feel it as a burning. For
Mm,
me, it's coming, and it's like it. My ear works like a gong. I simply receive it, and it's like boom.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool. Okay, the next random question that I have while we wait for questions in the chat is, you've been teleported to the Middle Ages. How do you make a living there? We've never had this question before. So if you were in the Dark Ages or the Middle Ages, how would you make a living? I know what you do.
Yeah, I that's like the question, from the past. So
Mm.
I will go to the past when I used to do that.
Yeah, so be making herbs and potions and being the wise
Yes.
woman in the
Yes.
forest. Yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah,
like let's put it the way like the white witch is doing, herbs, potions,
yeah,
living in the nature, connected
yeah.
with the nature, and using the superpowers and whatever
Okay.
is there. Yeah.
So, next question. Okay. Sorry. What's something that you've drawn inspiration from recently? So, what inspires you?
Oh, what inspires me? It's like different sources, but in like inspires me. Depends if it's like in my um, personal life or more about the professional like projects and stuff like that. So, um, what is like inspiration for me? Mm, mm, some really good, for example, content that I can find related to, for example, my emotional work, emotional healing, emotion regulation, because that's inspiration for me to gain more knowledge and to go deeper and deeper, more under the layer. And inspiration also, that depends also what I want to do. Because, for example, in the some manual work that gets to be done, it's also inspiration for me. That I will feel better, that it brings me peace in my mind, that yes, that I'm moving forward, even it is slowly. So inspiration, actually, I try to search it inside me by waking up every day, and just saying, yeah, I'm grateful for everything, however, whatever is going on around. I try to see the positive way, the positive thinking. So inspiration is like seeing the good around me as well.
That's really lovely. I'm not sure what inspires me at the moment. I guess some of my cards, when I do the card readings early morning, there's always like a word that I'll write down, and then I'll be thinking about it through the day, or it'll go into one of my meditations during the day. I've had a really weird meditation today. I can't even remember. I think I made notes either today or yesterday. But today I was sorting out all the card decks behind me, because people always say, how many decks of cards do you have? And before Christmas, before the December conference, I actually started to sell off some of my card decks. So I don't have as many as I used to, but I actually do have over 50 card decks, right? So I put them all behind me, and so that when we go on the morning live, when I'm in vertical, people will be able to see. But I do find oracle cards very inspiring. I really do. It's a big part of the
Yes.
work I do. I work with cards every single day, multiple decks a day, generally my Akashic and my crystal. But we've even had the Japanese deck out. A couple of weeks we were working with the Japanese
Nice.
yokai, Japanese spirits, kami.
Kami, yes.
Yeah, they were so inspiring, and learning the Japanese. And yeah, so we're starting to get like the same questions coming up in the chat for these Q&As that we've been doing. So like everybody's got their standard questions, saying to James that we should get like a list of top 10. So he's put a question, and it says, sometimes when you're in that half awake and half asleep state, just before you doze off, do you find yourself in a chair or in a tank hooked up to a system?
Mm-mm. No.
Okay, it's a bit of an SSP question, that. So sometimes James finds himself basically in another body, yeah, in a clone avatar or whatever, like hooked up to something. Uh,
uh, maybe in another body, yes, but not
ah,
tank.
so
Not
what?
in a chair, not in a tank,
Okay,
but yes, maybe in different body clone, could be,
right,
yes.
okay, interesting. Do you have any idea where you are when that happens?
That's usually feels like underground or feels like dark place. I was not able to
Ah,
identify, but there's always a lot of darkness around me. Even the environment, it's different people where I'm surrounded, and it's like weird, and it's mostly dark. I don't see a lot of light, actually, that it would be here, somewhere here, so it
yeah,
feels like somewhere uh, in underground.
okay,
And sometimes it's even, mm, I'm surrounded with people, and sometimes really I see just some like in a video game, like black helicopter,
Oh,
and some army coming out of it, and just making some defense, whatever, searching for me. And I just many times saw that I'm behind the window, and I'm just like observing it. So it's like really
okay.
depends.
This is sounding quite a bit like you could be in the programs. For
Yeah.
sure. And it just sound like that. Okay, there's a question that Jason has, which is his like standard question, and it's if you were to time travel, where would you go first? If you had that ability, where would you go? What time would you go?
That's actually not easy question. Because maybe I would go to the future. I would maybe go to the timeline in 100 years, maybe to see the future, because because of the looking glass, and just like how it's going to be in 100 years. Maybe I would be interested to know that, but it's just now like the very very first, what came
Yeah.
to my mind.
That's a great answer. No one has said that yet. Nobody. That's a really cool answer because I probably would go to the future as well. I can't think of one point in history where I'd really like to go and revisit right now. But yeah, the future always like in Back to the Future when they were only so many years ahead and they had all that amazing technology. And we're like in that time now. We don't have it. So it's quite disappointing. But that's a great answer. Really good.
Yeah, because most of us, we are already in the past, repairing
Yeah.
and fixing timelines from the past.
Yeah.
So I would love to go to the future and just see how it's going to be there. And maybe that would be disappointing for me. Maybe in 100 years there would be nothing significant, but maybe
Yeah.
there will be. So I would just go to the future, no
Yeah.
matter what.
I like that. I like that. Okay, there's a random question. I'm not sure about this one. I've never asked this before. It says, if you walked into a room and in that room was everybody that you've ever met, who would you look for first?
This is again, this is interesting question.
Yeah. You've got the really deep questions today.
Okay,
Matthew thought he
bring
got
it
lots of
on, bring it
haircuts and
on.
stuff. He got some random haircut questions or whatever. You're getting like super deep questions. So, who would you like to meet again? Anybody from your life? Who would you be happy to see?
Well, can I choose?
I'm thinking about a
My
pet. I'm thinking about my pet. I'm thinking about my first cat. I'd like to see
oh,
that. Yeah,
you were yeah, that would be also option. I had
yeah.
one cat, but I would rather prefer to meet myself as a little kid when
Oh
I
wow.
was simply up to 5. In that time, when I was little, I would love to meet myself.
Yeah, that's a really fantastic answer. Yeah. Oh, bye, James. James is going out and about. That is such a good answer. Nobody's ever said anything like that before, but we've never asked that particular question before. But I like that. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a
because
tricky
I
question.
see, it's a tricky question, but
Yeah.
when I think about it, I would really love to meet myself,
Yeah.
in my that inner child, that's actually there, and it's also asking for attention in all of us.
Yeah. That's great. Okay, next random question. If you could see one and you knew it was real, would you rather see a ghost or an alien?
I don't mind. I don't mind to see both.
Yeah. So, are you not scared of ghosts? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I'm not really. I'm working it out, like all these fears, so-called fears, skeletons in the closet, and so forth. I've seen that on some footage. Maybe I experienced some as well, but they didn't do nothing bad to me, honestly. I wasn't affected. So if to choose uh, what I prefer, okay, maybe alien, okay, but I don't mind if it would be ghost, actually.
Okay, this is a cool question. It said, what's a word or phrase in another language or your own that you really like? So can you teach us a cool phrase or a cool word?
What would be a cool phrase?
So
There's a
what
lot.
do you think? What's your favorite kind of phrase or a favorite word that you love to say? Like you hear me say certain things all the time, which I can't think what they are right now, but if you had a catchphrase, I say things like keep moving forward. That's like my favorite phrase. So what would be your a cool phrase or word in another language? So it could be any of the languages you speak or something else that you've heard. What do you
Hmm.
like? How many languages do you speak? I've asked you that
I
before.
I speak English, Spanish, Slovak, Czech. I can speak French. I can speak
Yeah.
Portuguese, let's say.
Wow.
So I can understand Polish, Italian. So even something from German, if I really want.
Yeah.
Few
So
words I can find even in Russian, in Hungarian. It's like picking from a little bit from Turkish, a little bit from Arabic, whatever.
wow.
So I also really like these words of empowerment itself, whatever actually helps someone else, to uplift and to raise the vibration. So that's usually what I like.
Yeah.
Something particular. I'm thinking like
Yeah.
I'm searching it, do, like a
Yeah.
computer.
Hmm. Yeah. Actually, like with English words, I try and use certain words. So, like at the moment, I'm trying to use fantastic. So I'll say my fantastic guest. So I'm trying to use high vibe words like that. Or
Yes,
glorious has just come to
fantastic,
mind.
awesome.
Glorious. Yeah. I
Yeah.
use awesome a lot. I'm very Americanized. So I do say awesome a lot. But I'm trying to use fantastic. And but when I was feeling really depressed, so I have a friend who's quite depressed all the time, and then I'll say some things like, "Do you have the morbs?" So it's like old Victorian words. So oh, what was that word? I've forgotten. There was a word that totally described what I was going through, or people around me recently. I can't think what it is now, but I like Victorian words as well. Things that we don't really say every day
Hmm.
anymore. They're quite funny, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I also like fantastic,
Yeah. But what's
amazing,
fantastic in
awesome.
Slovakian? Is it
You
different?
translated literally like fantasticky. Depends if it's adjective. Yeah.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, what about awesome? Does that translate? Awesome?
uh, awesome is also something like you can translate it as a, you know,
Yeah, that's really
I'm,
funny.
I'm wondering like because they're like all the same to me. They
Yeah,
sound the same to me.
yeah.
When I say awesome, it means for me like something like perfect, like perfectne. Yeah.
I really like that. Raskin and I is in the chat saying, hello, just tuning in. Hi, Slavka, I missed
Hey,
you.
Alma, great to see you.
So,
I'll get in touch with you. Yes, I'm sorry for that. I'll
yeah.
get in touch.
So we are going to pull some cards. If anybody would like some cards, you are very welcome to just pop a message in the chat. If you would like a longer reading and you would like to send a donation, a tip, then you are welcome to do that. Otherwise, we would do a nice uplifting reading. So let me know if anybody would like to be the first person to have some card pulls. And Slavka and I will both pull a card for you. She's saying big hug for all.
Big hug back to you, everyone.
Big hugs. So, yep. So if
Yeah,
anyone wants a card, let
actually,
me know. Yeah.
I love those questions. So you have some set with cards, or how
Well, these
how do
are
you
on
have it?
sticks. They're on wooden sticks, and I got them in from like a hobby sale. But they're so cool. They're so random. So I started to do this live Q&A challenge. So answering as many questions as you can in 90 minutes. So the guest comes on, the audience just keeps throwing questions at them, and then if there's a break, then I'll take questions from the little sticks. And it's so much fun. So I got them originally for when I do ladies retreats, and sometimes you just need something to make people laugh or whatever. But they're so deep. They're so good.
It's
I'll
really, it's amazing idea. I love it because then actually you get to know a lot about each other.
Exactly, yeah. So some of the things that the questions are like pulled these amazing answers out of the guest, things that you just wouldn't expect you to ever have an opinion on or inspirational message about. So it's really cool. So I've done Matthew Mornian, John Whitberg's been through as well. I've heard quite and John P. Adventures was on. He's from
Yeah,
Portugal.
jumpy. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had quite a few people in the last week or so go through the Q&A. Rob, typical skeptic, has been through Q&A as well. So it's really cool. Okay, so we've got Sprinkles, we've got Chaley saying, please can she have some cards? And Jerry's in the chat, he's saying, welcome Slavka. And the PayPal is there. If you would like a longer reading, then please do send a small donation. Otherwise, Slavka and I will just pick a couple of cards for you. So Sprinkle, aka Chaley, is our first read of the day.
Okay, Chaley.
So I'm working
Beautiful
with
name.
the Work Your Light, which I've only just opened, so bear with me. Q17, hi all, how's my stardom? Stardom? Hey Q17, how you doing, pal? So we are doing readings. You can have longer readings if you would like by sending a donation. So I can send Slavka something after.
Okay,
These
so I'm using
cards.
the rooms uh,
Oh, cool.
as my primary cards. Okay, and now let's see.
I've not worked with this deck before. It's brand new. So I have a retail stock and I thought, you know, I'm not going anywhere. Got no opportunity to sell the cards right now. So let's see what we get. Do you want to go first or shall I go first? Hi, Karen.
You can
Oh,
go first.
okay.
All right.
So this is for Sprinkles, Chaley. So the first card is I asked what you're doing well, and the guides have brought out initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So you've been through some kind of test and you have passed it through. Really good. And how are you being supported as you move forward? We've got Mintarkin. It says longing for home, belonging, the original lightworkers. So the Mintarkin are the kind of sea-based Orions, I guess. So this is kind of you connecting with water is going to help you. If you've been
Yeah.
feeling like you don't belong, then definitely connecting with, you've got Lagos as well, then connecting with water is going to help you stabilize your energy and just feel more comfortable in your skin. And as you move forward, Chaley, you've got Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So there could be travel, movement on the horizon for you, or it could
Yeah.
just be an opportunity for you to think, okay, where am I going? Where does my path go? Let's get crystal clear about what I'd like to do next. So we've got Imrama. Imrama is generally like the voyage you take on the way somewhere. So generally it's about that journey. It's more about the journey itself than the destination. So it's a journey by water. Yeah, that's coming in for you.
Absolutely. So here it is,
Yeah.
Lagos. Be like water and go to the water. Absolutely. I just love these beautiful cards. And then I've got also Soilo and Berkana. So it's really about the growth and happiness. So very supportive cards actually. It's carrying nurturing energy, Berkana or Berkano. It's also, about this mother energy. So connection with the water, with the element of the water, of the nature. Yeah. And Soilo is just like it's the sun. It's actually the sun. So it's the also energy of the rising, of the happiness, of the focusing, focus as well. And oops, these three, together, it's all together brings the energy, just to be like a water because this is the Lagos. So go with ease and it looks really good. When you go to, yes, when you decide to go to travel because it's calling you. Travel journey. Enjoy it.
That sounds great. Q17 is saying, did you guys know Iran was actually Germanic before the flood? Did you know about that? I've not heard about that.
No, I didn't know. I know that Iran is Persian and
Mm,
it's ancient, but I didn't know the involvement of Germany in that. So
yeah.
thank you for that information.
Okay, so who would like to be next? Who would like to have a mini reading? Or if you'd like to donate something, you can have a much longer message. If you are a member as well, if you sign up for my memberships, which are now available because I got monetized, then you do get a longer, you do get some extra cards.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm really surprised that it actually worked. So, but I don't know where the money goes because there's a threshold. You've got to get to like 70 euros before you can actually like withdraw any money. So it's going to take me a couple of months, I think. But I've got a,
No,
I'm
but
staying
it's a great
hopeful.
start.
Yeah. So I'm really excited because I didn't think I'd be able to do it if I didn't hit 1,000 followers, but it did. Sprinkles is saying her birth chart is 40% water.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, she's laughing and
so you see,
tears are
there it
coming out.
is. I mean, it showed up.
Yeah, and all my cards seem to be water based as well. But the Imrama is about that journey, that pilgrimage across the water to get to that promised land. Raska is saying, is it okay if I make a donation? Buy me a coffee for Slavka. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So next one we'll do Raskanai. Raskanai.
It's Alma. Yeah.
Alma.
Beautiful name as
I'm
well.
going to
You
be
know,
Raska
Alma
forever
means
now.
soul.
Oh, lovely. Oh, it's nicer than Raska, isn't it?
Yes.
Once I
And
show people
she's
names, that's it. They're stuck with it.
in the Netherlands.
Oh, really? That's so cool. Okay. Alma. So these
Yeah.
cards are for
Thank you, Chelly.
Alma.
Thank you as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining and for watching.
Yeah, we've got 12 people watching now.
Oops. Oh, yeah.
So these cards are for Alma.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had a show together with Alma. So it's on my YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she shares a lot of great stuff actually. Also the degree of sovereignty.
Okay. Now
So very
I've not worked with these cards before, so the message is quite interesting. Coming out. Do you want to do yours first? Shall I do mine?
you feel free.
Okay, so
You
this is
feel
for
free.
Alma. So your grounded focus right now is devotion in a temple, tuning into the portal of your heart. So right now, what you should be doing is meditation, taking time out, sitting in stillness and silence. That's going to help you feel better. The air energy coming in for you, it literally says share your voice. So when we bring in the air elemental, it's the words you think, the words you say, and it's saying come out of the cave. Expression is the key right now for Alma. So your air element energy is very strong and powerful. Your fire element energy, what you're transforming through, it's asking you to don't be so serious with whatever's going on. Don't take it so seriously. Have fun, play, celebrate your energy, celebrate your life, bring in joy to help you transform. The water energy, we've got Star Mother card saying, how can you mother yourself? So how can you nurture yourself? While you go through these changes, as you start expressing what you need, the Star Mother energy is coming in to remind you that it's okay to slow down, to nurture, and to just kind of put yourself first for a while. And then we've got the Mintarkin card coming back out, which says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I'm just going to check the book on that because I've not worked with these before. One sec. They're not in any order as well. They're all over the place. One moment.
It's a really great deck.
It is. It's a bit more colourful than normal. Rebecca Campbell's decks are so pale. I just try to avoid them now. I've got quite a few, but so it says here, I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. So many Mintarkins have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It's thought that this is due to their home planets so no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean you are a Mintarkin or longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on Earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now, to choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. So Mintakans are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation of Orion. I generally think of them as water beings, like where the whales and the dolphins came from. I think of that as Mintaka. Um, and that's for you. Okay.
Confirmation again, Lagos, water. So yeah, it's a water world. I mean, Takans, yeah, that's Orion constellation. There is also a lot of clarity coming. You're receiving a lot of clarity in your things and in what you would like to do. So this is Dagas, which is really about clarity and about enlightenment, and also it represents the hope for the future. Um, it's called a day, Dagas. So and Algis, which is protection. So you are protected as well. It's your energy, it's your soul. And I you are very strong soul inside. So all of these three, Lagus, Algis, and Dagas, right? I don't know if you can see it because it's like, oops, sometimes seen, sometimes not. But I see that there is a breakthrough coming for you. Um, yes, that longing, maybe that you search for a new place, where to actually go, what's your home. That I feel that now it's like for you that something that you're considering, like where to move, this longing, where to belong, where to move, what would be the good place for your living. So this is something. Oops. Okay, that just follow the guidance of your soul, because you have the answers inside you. And whenever you are actually searching, you have questions, ask, and you will receive. You have the guidance, you have the protection. So keep going, because you're a very, very strong soul. I know that you are the warrior soul. And the north of Italy, yes, that's very interesting, because there is actually one pyramid that I didn't know that
Oh.
is also in Italy.
Oh wow, I've not heard of that. That's so cool.
It's a connection, you mentioned Rome.
Mm.
So I will just mention that, yes, big Roman Empire. And the empire, where a lot of things happened. So, and also there were a lot of wars going on. So that's another level that I might touch in this, and that Alma might go through as well. Cleansing from the past related to this time. And I feel also something, connected maybe with the how to say, the Carthago people, Punic Wars, that they were trying to, to invade Rome from the north, from the Alps. So there is something there
Mm.
as well that you're cleansing. It's like really mirror neurons are working well. Why you mentioned Rome? So
Nice.
that's very interesting. The connection with that card actually that you pulled.
So Alma's saying absolutely correct. Yes to be alive. Thank you. So she's saying wow. It's a good message. Yeah. I'm going to pull some cards for you, Slavka.
Okay, thank you. I love that deck. It's like
Will this work your light?
And I think that's sort of. She also made some starseed cards.
Yeah, I've got the Starseed deck behind me. I've got the
Yes,
water, and I've got the stones deck as well. So I've got a few of hers.
beautiful.
But they're very pale. But this one is a bit more colourful, see. But generally they're very, very pale.
Mm-hmm.
Almost saying see you both in Italy.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is for Slavka. So what are you doing well? Support. Moving forward. So what you're doing well is we've got Imrama's coming back out. Where are you being called to journey? So I'm just going to check the book on that one. But I talk about Imrama in my retreat last week, so I've got an idea. We were talking about Lady of the Lake in the retreat I was doing last week. So that comes up.
That was in Wales, right?
Well, yeah, it was the weekend before I did the Lady of the Lake. But when I went to Wales, I actually stopped by Bala Lake, where I believe is where the lady resides. So I went up to
Mm-hmm.
the water's edge and I picked snow quartz just out of like the water's edge, because it's Snowdonia, so there's snow quartz there, some
Yeah.
beautiful, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then I took my, I have some crystals in a pouch and I just bathe them in the water and I kind of call out to the land. And I've just completed a Weneth Druid studies. So I had my certificate come through as an Weneth, an inspirational Druid, hence why I've got Druid symbol. So it's
Yeah.
so great to kind of be there in those Welsh lands with that spirit of Arwen, that connection, that inspiration of the air, the land, and the sea, and to be at the water's edge. Really lovely. So it's saying
Is
here,
it pentagram? Is that
it's a
symbol like
seven pointed star. Hold on.
so? Okay, so it's
It's a seven point.
heptagram.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
a seven-pointed star of the violet flame, which is also
Mm-hmm.
the elven star, and then the three dots and rays. This is the Arwen symbol of the druids. Yeah. So
Love it.
I got it done last Saturday, so it's flaking off a bit now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so I got that done in Wales, so I get that kind of energy of Mother Morn, of the
Yes.
Welsh lands going in. So that was good. Okay, so the Celtic word in Rama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we're going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you're either being called on a soul journey or you're already on one. It could be a physical, ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place both within us and to the planet as well. You're being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it's a journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. And so, if a physical
Mm-hmm.
voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place that you're being called to study, or an ancient lineage. So it says, may seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served, and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. I'll come with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come
It's
with you.
very spot on. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we've got share your voice coming out as well. So there's something that you need to say. There's something that needs to be expressed. You need to come out of hiding, come out of your cave. And there's a pyramid. There's pyramids on there. There's
Pyramids.
pyramids. Yep. Okay. And just future guidance, your pathway is the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So we've got the rose, and she's literally like head back. And we've got that beautiful rose energy. And we're in the pink moon energy right now, aren't we? Which is kind of
Yeah.
rose, beautiful rose rays coming down. So yeah, so just know that everything is happening for a reason. It's happening
Yes.
for you, not to you.
Yes. Absolutely. Life is
Cool.
happening for us, not
For
to
us,
us.
not to us,
We're
yeah.
not victims. We are
Exactly.
creators.
Creators, warriors, light workers. Yes. Love
Thank
it.
you. It's beautiful because, yes, I always feel, called to go to certain places, and it's usually ancient sites, or
Yeah.
some specific places with, with a specific energy. Lately, actually, I went to, it was here in Slovakia, in central Slovakia, and the ruins of the castle. And that was like really, that was a passage, like going uphill, and on the top it was really big one. It was like two parts, one smaller, but one lower, and then upper was much bigger. When I saw it, like, I was just saying wow, because it's really huge. I wasn't aware that it's not that famous, but it's like the ruins, leftovers. But there are some, no specific walls, and there it's not really ruin, but you can see that it was the castle, very interesting. And when I was there, I wasn't there. I was there with someone who actually, he does shamanic drumming, and I was there. And while the drumming, we have chosen specific place for that. And I felt very strong presence of air elementals. They were just, going around, and very strongly and swiftly moving, and just saying, yeah, we are here. And I heard that, you know sound of the air in my eyes. So, and there were also another beings, as I am aware, there were like fairies and stuff like that. So really, it was interesting to see that place. So yes, I'm feeling drawn to go to such a places, and just to do the work, just be there, and just to put some intention, whatever activation I receive, you know and there is a mutual exchange of energy, and I just love it that way. So I'm just seeing that even here in Slovakia we have really some interesting places. And this castle was, there were like statues, from wooden statues, with their kings. And it was like from 13th century, but actually it was far, even it's older history. It wasn't everything mentioned there. So it was very nice to connect with that place, and energy and the spirits, actually. So yeah, I just love to do this.
Yeah, that's so cool. My next trip now is not going to be until June, really, when I go to the Bases conference, Team Bases,
Oh
and
yeah, I would love to join this time. I'd love to really
yeah, so it's June
come over.
20th and 21st. I think Mars has just reduced it down to definitely 2 full days, maybe the Friday evening. That might be a bonus. So he's actually reduced the pricing to just a 2 day pricing, but there might still be a Friday. So I'm
Hmm.
hoping to go to, because Sean Bond is coming and they're going to do some sightseeing. So I might actually try and catch the sightseeing with Sean Bond and Isha, because I think that would be really cool, because I love Avebury Standing Stones.
Absolutely.
I've got no desire to go to Stonehenge. It's totally reversed and loosed, and it costs money, and it's just full of Japanese tourists, and it's not a
Yeah.
good place. But Avebury Standing Stones, that is a good place to go. So I'd love to go
Yes.
there. I'm going to try and get down to Glastonbury as well for a day or something while I'm there. So it'd be
Yeah,
really
and
nice.
also that Pusey Valley, it's a
Yeah.
place where supposedly there's a Stargate.
Well, there's definitely a dump. There's definitely an underground base.
Yes.
I've got a note on my phone that from the last conference when I'd woken up in the middle of the night or whatever, and wrote down that I was just in a briefing in a dump. Draco and I were just in a briefing room in a dump, and I was like, I've gone back to sleep, and I was like, what? I found the note recently, and I sent it to him saying, "Did we talk about this? No, we didn't." So I know that I was taken, at least for sure. There was another super soldier there called David, and I think he was also in that meeting as well. So it was like we were handpicked in. But I don't know about the Stargate. I'll have to talk to Miles and see what he knows about Stargates in that area. But I'm sure
That would
Sean
be
Bond will be able
interesting
to track
to
it. Yeah.
explore, to go
Yeah.
deeper, because I saw it in there. There was some list of the Stargates where they're located, but
Ah,
obviously
okay.
it would be good to verify.
Yeah. So it could be Avebury, because I know Avebury is like a cosmic clock, I think I heard. But Maria Wheatley's going to be doing a talk about skulls and barrows and all this kind of stuff over there. So she might know more about it being a cosmic clock. I can't remember where I heard that. I'll have to
Hmm.
see. So Spider Bite would like a free mini reading. Okay,
Yay,
spider
spider
bite is in
bite.
Australia.
Australia in the house. Welcome. Oh
Yeah, early
yeah.
morning. I get quite a lot of Aussies coming on for the 5 a.m. because it's their 5 p.m. or whatever. So yeah, so we do get a lot. So this is for Spidey.
Yes. I know now there is like if now there is like almost um
I'm getting repeating
midday, right?
cards come out.
Yeah.
I keep getting repeating cards.
Yes.
I've got the
That's
Mintaka
nothing new
card and the
actually.
Enrama come out again. So this is all about the original Soul Family light workers going on journeys. It's the same kind of messages. Soul Family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So this deck is just so water based. So this one's come out, but also the Imrama. So you've got journeys coming up for you, Spidey. You've got the Mintaka, so that longing of
Lot
not
of
fitting in,
water
perhaps. I'm
beings,
just going to pick one
whales,
more.
dolphins. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, because
Oh
we
yeah.
keep getting the same cards coming out. Here we go. Share
Yes,
your
Lagus.
voice. This is another. I keep getting the same 5 cards come out. So what is going on here? So there's a
It's a
collective
collective
message.
message.
Yeah, there's a collective message coming in that people are feeling out of place and they need to ground down right now, here and now, ground into Mother Earth and know that this is exactly where you're meant to be. So there's no point longing to get off planet or to change your location in any way. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You're meant to express your voice. Your light codes are going to activate soon as well. And that's going to help people around you and help them to go on their journey of discovery. So that's really interesting. Let me just think. I might just pick a crystal card as well. One sec.
Okay, feel free. So yeah, there is some collective message in these readings, of course, because mirror neurons are working. So that's actually great. So while we are waiting for Julia, yeah, we're here.
I'm here. I'm here. So a
Okay,
crystal for
perfect.
Spidey is hematite. Yeah, ground and shield. Ground and shield.
All right, you're back. Great.
I'm back. Yeah. Okay. I might have to do 2 different decks because I keep getting similar messages coming out. So yeah, so ground and shield. This is exactly where you're meant to be. Stand strong, Spider-Bite. Okay, what did you get?
Well, surprise. Lagos again. Yeah, water.
Spider-Bite is saying that I should shuffle the deck, which I am doing, but you're also getting the same cards as well. Its water element is super dominant.
Water. It's there. Be like a water and connect with water. So water is the top element. Yeah. But depends because for some there is also strong air or fire. But I see the importance of the water on the top from the all elements actually that it's asking for the attention. Water is life. We are water. So water is important. Now we have also Tiwas and AWAS. So there is some progression in this knowledge. In some there is something you have deeper knowledge. You have this endurance. You have this inner power. You know to take a leadership, to take an action, because this is also Tiwas is the tier sky god, and it's like leadership, victory, you know, also justice, warriorship. So this is really like you got really something to to progress, to call you forward, because Awas is a horse and we are actually in the year of the horse, right? So and together again we have this water element. It's really collective message, Lagos. So it's go with the flow, follow your dreams, go deeper, go inside. It's also, the level, like go to the subconscious, what is there. So that's really, I see this as a as an invitation, to go ahead. Very, very interesting. Mm, you have something else to add to this?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Spider is saying we are winners, we are warriors. I'm on the cusp of horse and goat. I'm all air and water, she's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I see that really, the Mother Earth is calling, all of us to work with her and connect.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
usually it's through the water, because the water is, now we see that a lot of us have the power to connect and heal the water. Because water, again, is the life, is the most important if we want to stay alive. If we
Yeah.
don't have water, if we don't have clean water, we are from the water.
Yeah.
And also water, there are a lot of beings, so water, there are codes for us. And so it is. So then there's like really call, I see this as a very deep message.
Yeah.
And long term, this is not just like these readings, but mostly the readings that I do, that water is coming up there. And
I think because with there's so much targeting coming in as well, for me,
there's
water
a lot
is
of,
that
yeah.
offset. Water offsets that electrical
Yes.
targeting that comes in. So I always recommend people to spend more time in water, salt
Yes.
baths. Yeah, so I've been promoting that a lot lately. Yeah.
Yes, because there's a lot of codes and activations, and a lot of, yes,
Yeah.
it's about codes, whether it's light language, whether it's
Mhm.
whatever. We're exchanging codes, um, and it's interaction with our DNA. So that's a lot of about upgrades, a lot
Mhm.
of communication. But for me, it's everything in the form of codes.
Yeah. Cool.
So, and connection also with the star family, with the galactic family, because there's a lot of them are just our family, that we have their aspect from Lemuria, from all of these ancient lands. We have the connection with them.
Yeah.
So there's really a lot of things going on. And yes, connection with the water now has a really great importance in evolving.
Spider
And
says they're getting electrocuted off their car lately. That does not
mm,
sound good. Spidey, that's not good. Yeah. Hmm.
ooh,
Um, Alma's saying about maybe we all lived between the dolphins. Yeah. So I do dolphin healing. I do like aquamarine dolphin energy healing. This is something that's on my Patreon right now. And Dolphins of Atlantis healing is something that I've activated into, which is a really beautiful energy. So there's like little Reiki empowerments. So I have loads of little things like that I can do, and then you can just get the attunements for that on my Patreon. Okay, so the next reading is for Willard.
oh,
So a free mini reading.
Willard is here as well.
Yeah, Willard's everywhere.
Yeah, very curious. Actually, did he get some answers to his many questions?
He always has more questions.
Yes.
Yes. So I give a lot of advice to Willard, and then every now and then I get tired and then say, dude, please just sit with yourself. Please just sit with yourself, take the time, focus on one thing. So that's probably going to be the message that I'm going to share in a second. But thank you for joining us, Willard. You're very welcome. So please going to have cards for Willard.
Oh, yes. And yes, obviously, the first rune is
Is it
very
the water?
accurate. No, no, not this time, but I'll show.
Okay. I've got an interesting message actually. Shall I go?
Feel free to go.
Okay, so
But
this is
yeah.
for Willard, and it's the ever unfolding rose. So cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So you have made progress. Your guides are praising you for the fact that something has opened. Something is unfolding for you now. So just take your time to focus on that one thing. to sit with yourself, sit with your body, and allow that one thing to develop, to bloom and open, and make associations, mind map, journal, research, but take your time and focus on one thing as you move forward. This is called the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So sometimes we've got to let things go. We can't take everything with you, just like with people around you. They can't always go where you're going as our vibration rises. Some people you just have to say, nice knowing you kind of thing, and let them do their thing. You do yours. So some kind of tower moment is happening. Things are crumbling away so that you can start something fresh and new. So just know that if there's something that you're clinging on to, if you're
Mm-hmm.
refusing to make change, it could make it very, very uncomfortable for you. So keep moving forward, go with that ease and flow, trust your inner knowing, right? And keep things light, keep things fun, okay? The final card I've got for you is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes, and you know that's true. So trust that you have all the information that you need right now. Don't be searching for anything new. Don't be looking outside of yourself for anything new, because you've done the training. You've got that information deep within you. It's time to unlock it. It's time to take your time and focus and allow it to unfold from within you. Write it all down, Willard. You're making good progress. Hang in there. Well done.
Yeah, exactly. So this is thurisas. It's a thorn. So that's why you are suffering. Basically, that's the energy which you are clinging on. That's your old self. You feel like you're defensive. You're suffering, and you are simply not feeling safe. So you have inner conflict. That's what you're clinging in. That's like what is keeping you down. So this is the thorn, like thorn in the rose. There's something there, okay, which is bothering you. That's actually that thing of energy that you're clinging in. So that was actually the first one that I pulled, and that's very accurate actually, because what I feel, you have always you're seeking a lot of answers, and yes, you feel it like you're in danger or something, that really there's something that you're suffering inside. Well, you don't have to actually. You don't have to, because just this berkana, that's the energy of the growth, birth, empathy, you know so just have empathy with self. We are all on this on this journey. We're in this human body, okay, and we are seeking a lot of, actually we have a lot of questions and just a few answers. So yeah, just have empathy with yourself and don't be afraid to do the step. And this is the ingwas. It's a new phase. There is a new beginning asking new phase. So don't cling into the old patterns that are there, that are holding you down. This is ingwas, yes. And it's the new seeds. It's a new planting, you know. You have the power, you have the ability. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not seen. Even I'm not being seen. Okay. So there we go. It's exactly what you said.
Okay, perfect. So we've got Kelly next. So I hope Kelly's still with us. Um, Kelly, if you're still there, let us know that you're in the chat. So this is for Kelly. I'm just going to do the chart.
Okay. Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay, so mini reading for Kelly.
Okay. All right. So she's in the chat,
Yeah, she's
right?
in the chat. Kelly, I hope you've got a question, because the answer is yes. Right? The
Yeah.
card
Do
says
you have
yes.
some
Because it's
specific
yes.
question?
So is there something that you've been working on, Kelly, and something that you've been thinking about? Because it says yes. Just say yes. That's all I can say on that one. Just say yes, okay?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's very, very good. Can energy.
So the next one is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. That card has come back out. So knowing that you've got everything you need right now, it's all falling into place. This could be about potential house move. I don't know. I think that was on the horizon a while back. So you've got Soul Family card as well. Call in your tribe. You do not have to do it alone. So this is coming out for you. I'm just going to pull you a crystal to support you. Um, Okay, you've got
Mhm.
malachite saying it's time to transform. So this next
Oh,
step is a
beautiful.
step of transformation. It's grounded heart healing with malachite is coming out for Kelly.
Very, very healing. Green color. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, what did you get?
Absolutely. I've got yes as well because I've got Fihu, which is luck, money, wealth. So, yes, big yes, abundance, protection, and so Algis and the gas. So, it brings you success. So, yes, go ahead because this is really, it has luck. It's a good, great choice. It will bring you what you desire. It will bring you, wealth, abundance, and this is also it's a success because it's a breakthrough, and you have protection. You are meant to do that. So yes, the question, what you got the answer, yes. So this is just confirmation for you. Very beautiful and very strong yes for me as well. Mm, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kelly's got some kind of move on the horizon. She says, yes, love it. Needed to hear that. Thank you so much. That's so good. And yeah, awesome. Okay, if anybody else would like a reading, you can have a free mini reading, or you could donate for a longer reading, a longer message. And the buy me a coffee is there in the chat for Slavka, so we can give her some. What do you have in euros? Cents in euros? I'm thinking pennies. You say I'm thinking pennies. Do you have pennies over there? No, I don't know. But if anyone would like a message, you can either have a mini message, which we put quite a lot into it, or you can have an even longer reading by sending a donation to support Slavka's work, so that we can get her some funding, so she can start traveling again.
Yeah, for you as well
Yeah, yeah.
because you have also
I
a
don't
lot
have
of
a job right
projects
now.
ongoing.
Yeah. So
So
Katie
absolutely.
Inquiries would like a mini reading. Katie.
Okay, Katie. Yeah, let's do a little bit of cleansing.
Oh, take a deep breath, everybody.
Yeah, and release.
Oh.
Release.
So
Great.
Flix is also saying, why is she falling asleep randomly? Well, that happened to me a
Clicks.
lot last week. I just kept getting this overwhelm to fall asleep or go into meditation. I think it was upgrades coming in, and my body needed time to process it. It was too much coming in. Okay, this is for
That would be,
Katie.
yeah. That would be that positive aspect of it. But also that happens on a physical level. There is a lot of things going on. And I believe that could be also what we breathe. So I'm not even surprised if it's like if you feel more like exhausted and your body is simply as doing shutdowns.
Yeah,
So depends what you feel, but yeah, take your times to rest. That's I think important stuff, and like nutrition to take care of the physical body because it's not only about the mind and soul, but also this body, this vessel that also requires attention and detox. Obviously, I now I'm actually, if I can mention, Julia, I'm now onto detoxing. Yeah, my
yeah,
body also, deworming and stuff like that. So it's very
yeah.
important.
I do
So
need to detox as well.
take care of yourself as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know it's randomly. I know, but again, nutrition and detoxing
yeah,
of body is also important. Not only working with the mind, and with the soul. So that's the message coming up from me that also I actually
yeah.
highlighted.
That's good.
So.
Okay, so this card is for Katie inquiries. The first card I get is Soul Family. Soul Family. So basically it
Beautiful.
says call in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. People who are the same kind of weird as you. That's what you need around you now. Like-minded people. So you can feel the support, and you might want to connect in with somebody that nurtures you, like a therapist or a sound healer or something that is fun. So the fun card has come back out, and she's literally like she's in a cocktail glass. I don't know if you can see that. She's in a cocktail glass. Have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. So this next phase for you is about finding people who are like-minded, doing things that are really fun together with people that are on your wavelength, because you're about to come into a deep calling. So this is kind of like the calm before the storm, because the warrior woman card has come out, and it says, have you answered your deepest call? So take time right now to kind of feel your best, because then once you feel your best, you're going to get grounded, you're going to bring your confidence up, and then you're going to get ready for this next step, which is like powerful, strong, sovereign. Yeah, something exciting is coming up. Okay, what did
Hmm.
you get? It's for Katie.
Yeah, so Lagos obviously showed up. So yeah, Lagos. So yeah, go like be like water, flow. There are no limitations, no obstacles for you. Just flow. Water is not asking for permission. It's just flowing the direction it wants. Then protection, algae again. And the third is fehu. So there is a big potential in you. So yes, you are onto something. You can yes, like it's about getting into the creative energy, creating flow, the flow of creativity is there. So as you said, yes, I will just expand on that you're invited, to start creating. Go into the creative flow, be like water. Okay? Very nice actually, runes. Hmm.
That sounds good. That sounds good. We've got
Yes.
Karen next.
All right.
I have a lot of different sound tools around me all the time. So Karen
Mm-hmm.
is next. You're welcome, Katie. You're welcome, everybody. Um, yeah, it's nice to be able to pull cards for you guys.
Yes.
So,
Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button and support Julia's channel to
yeah.
grow more because it deserves. It's an amazing channel. It's
Oh,
amazing, Julia. So
thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. I'm just so happy that we finally got monetized. And so it's taken me like 14 months to get monetized, to go from like zero. And we're on 580 right now. But I got up to 580 and it went back down. So it's like up and down every day. And yeah, so Jason's going to put Slavka's channel in the chat as well, so we can see where Slavka's up to. Um, Supporting her channel. So this is for Karen. Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe we can share that we are gonna be maybe on Gina's
Yeah,
event.
yeah.
I think yes, we could share that if you want, of course.
Okay. So these are for Karen. This is quite interesting. The first message, Karen, is stop overthinking. You're already doing what you need to do. Stop overthinking. And it says, keep facing your true north. So follow your heart. Yeah, speak your truth. You're already doing what you need to do. Your guides are praising you. Now, the warrior woman card has come out again saying, have you answered your call? So let me just go deeper on that one. And the play card is coming out to remind you as well that you're not having as much fun as you could have. So focus on the laughter, focus on the light energy, joy coming in. So the warrior woman card, super cool card this. So you are here for a reason. You're being called to bravely pave a path. Have you answered your highest and deepest calling? Living a heart and soul led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul led life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have towards a calling, towards answering a call, the more important it is for our soul's growth. So sometimes fear is an indication that you're facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I am not afraid, I was born to do this." Awesome. But the thing about courage is that it's not possible without fear. So if you're feeling afraid, what is needed is courage, and courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at the fears in this light, as uncomfortable as it may feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track. So, warrior woman, you were
Hmm.
born to do this. You're already doing it. You just need to have more fun and focus on going with the flow. So that's mine for Karen. What did you get?
Yes, I can feel that kind of energy as well, because there are nowadays Thurisas and Manas. And these actually say, this is like, again, Thurisas come in, so there is some inner conflict. There is some suffering going on. So, and maybe you feel like, yeah, there is something that is, you're in a survival basically. And you feel the need, there is something that is not really going on as you would like to. So there is something, some something that is really that is causing you this conflict, as you say, right? And you are searching the solution. So these are the runes actually that can, I don't want to say, that you are in the fear, but you feel you might have these kind of feelings to do some step to get out, because this is really, this now these touristas, I can feel a little bit, that unhappiness, some sort of inner conflict, some shadows, something that is there, and you might be afraid, yes, but manas, that's about the soul searching, self searching. So at the end it's gonna be good. You're supported and you're being guided. So just don't worry, because all is just good, leading you home back to yourself, who you really are, and who you meant to be. So I understand, like, this is not maybe an easy period, but yeah, there is big light at the end of this tunnel for everyone. Keep the faith and keep the hope and keep going.
I'll just pick a crystal for Karen.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think it's a great idea.
yeah. Okay, we've got pink opal. Be kind to yourself. So that pink opal, that's a
Yeah,
lovely, lovely energy coming in there.
be kind to yourself and be empathy. Have empathy towards self.
Yeah. Kat is in the chat and she's saying that there's no daffodil emoji. So this is one of our little jokes because Ivan Teller, when he channels through the ETs, they basically told me that I created daffodils, that they contain my DNA, and I seeded them on the planet, right? And I've always loved daffodils. I've never liked anything other than daffodils. So when people give me flowers, I'm like, oh, that's nice, but it's not daffodils. Do you know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
so they're saying it's so funny that there's no daffodil emoji. It's criminal. So I need to try and, I don't know, can we upgrade the emojis on our YouTube channels? Is that a thing? I don't know. And or maybe if people have a membership, maybe I'll make it a daffodil membership and I can put a daffodil.
That
That's
would
really
be
funny.
great
Yeah.
because yellow color is color of the sun, of the joy, of the happiness,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
high vibrational color. So that would be actually, yes,
Yeah.
very
I
healing as
love
well.
daffodils. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot
Yeah.
of actually flowers out
Mm.
there in the spring, as you notice. A lot of yellow and
Yeah.
also violet color.
Oh
So
yeah, I love both of those. Perfect.
all healing colors, colors of the joy,
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So if anybody would like a free mini reading, then pop a message in. If you would like a longer, more detailed message, then you can send a little donation and we'll do a longer message for you. Or if you've got a question for Slavka, please pop that in the chat or I will start asking random questions from my bag of
Yeah,
question sticks.
we could go for some more questions if
Yeah,
you'd like to,
okay.
because I really love it. Why
Okay,
not?
random question. So pop your questions in the chat for Slavka. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. If you had to hide a giraffe from the government, where would you put it and why? So how would you hide a giraffe?
Yeah, with that long neck, yeah. Long, yeah, it's a neck.
So I know where I take it to the bus depot because they've got a really big yard, haven't they? Big. So try and hide it behind the buses. Sorry, that's such a random question. Okay, what else? So if anyone's
I
got
wouldn't hide
questions,
a giraffe, I don't.
yeah, even when there's a storm, I remember reading something that like, so all the other animals can shelter from a storm, but a giraffe has got nowhere to shelter because they're
Yeah,
taller than most of the trees. So where do they shelter?
yeah,
Um,
like where somewhere where are the sequoias? I don't know, in the Yellowstone.
yeah. So here's a question: what fictional world or place would you like to visit? Something from books or fantasy? Oh,
Mm,
Chaley's saying that she'd hide it in a windmill or a lighthouse. That makes sense. But they got stairs that go up. How would you get the giraffe up the stairs?
yes, how they would get up, you know? I don't
That would be
know.
funny.
But
That would
yeah,
be funny.
why not?
Okay, so a fictional place. Where would you love to go? Something from movies or legend? Where would you go?
Fictional.
I'd go to
What if they're
Narnia.
not? What if they're not fictional, actually?
Yeah, that's very real because I'm sure Narnia is a real place. I'd go to Narnia for sure. Yeah,
Narnia?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where would you go?
Ooh, from the movies.
Or just from a book that you've read, a fictional place, a place of legend.
I believe they're not just legends.
Mm.
Somehow.
So, Inner Earth. I'd probably go to Inner
Inner
Earth.
Earth, yes,
Yeah,
I would go to Agartha, maybe, yes.
yeah, yeah. So I think Nathan wanted a reading. Nathan wants a mini reading. So Nathan Fox. Nathan Wasty
Okay.
Witch Fox.
Hi, Nathan. Great to see you.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh.
Uh,
So this is the earth tone. This is a Koshi chime, earth.
it's interesting because when I was in the shop, they had this koshi, and with the actually it was,
Yeah.
I think, air element.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this is the earth grounding. This one I actually managed to get for very less money because I had a voucher and on Amazon, and somehow it worked out. I only needed to pay like an extra 50 pence because some voucher had come in, some kind of credit. So I was just, I could never afford it normally because they're like £50 out here. Okay, so this
Hmm.
is for Nathan Wacy Fox. Nathan Fox. Um,
Wow, interesting. Three of them just rolled outside, like,
okay.
wow, okay.
Okay, so this is interesting. These cards are a bit feminine, but it's about devotions coming in. Priesthood, mystic, teacher. So this is
Oh, yeah.
about going into your kind of lineage, like knowing who you are, knowing who you've always been. In the days of old, that you have lived all those different lifetimes. You've had every single role, and now all you need to do is remember. So you're kind of being praised because you are taking the time now. You are sitting in devotion more than you realize, or maybe it's in your dream time, but things are starting to come from the past to anchor into the present. But because that's happening, there is the crumbling, there is the tower type moment coming in for you. This says, what are you clinging on to? So are you ready to make a big change, Nathan? Are you ready to let some things go so you can step forward? Are you ready to move through that gateway? This is what you need to ask yourself. So what you've been searching for is there for you, but there's something that you need to leave behind before you can fully step through and embrace it. And it says you've been training for this for lifetimes. It literally says that in the last card. That's so cool. I'm going to pick you a crystal. So there's something big coming in. There's a big change happening, but you may need to just kind of go with the flow in a way and say, I've got no expectations about this next stage of my life. It's going to unfold in ways I cannot even fathom. So I'm just going to embrace. I'm just going to embrace whatever comes my way with an open heart, and a clear mind, and a crystal to support me is, yeah, open the door. Golden healer quartz. Open the door. Open the
Hmm.
door, Nathan. That's pretty cool. There you go. What did you get?
Hmm. Interesting. So for Nathan, I've got Ansys, Isa, and which one is this? Bercano. So yeah, it's like have you a lot, your knowledge, you're that master, that it's the time, really for the communication. It could that's going inside with yourself, because here we have these eyes, so it's like, have a patience, be still, you know on the other side, it's also, this communication to the outer world of sharing. So this is what is telling me these answers, because this is also about your gifts as well. You know, it's also about this divination. So what wants to come through? Open the door. Exactly. So, and this Berkana is as well. It's like the growth. Is this mother energy? Is a nurturing, caring energy and growth as well. So this, how could I connect it together? Because there are the ways, like as you say, going like inside, and to be still, but at the same time is also like going outside, because you have really, there's like, there's a lot for you that you get to teach others. Yeah, and there's like, there's maybe you could be even writing books. Not maybe, yes. There's communication with others. There's a lot of knowledge that you get to. And I don't know if you're experiencer. Most probably yes. You have a lot of experience, right, Julia? Nathan is
Yeah, yeah, he's a super
has this
soldier. Yeah.
this stuff, and I know that there is like a lot of stuff. Maybe he's already sharing, yeah, because this is really these answers. It's Odin, actually. So I'm just trying to to read through this, like what is it? Because that's one way goes inside, like stand still and just find just go within. But another is like what is about to sharing with others, and that's still a lot that he can be publishing, communicating the knowledge, sharing with others as well, because there is really a lot. It's really a lot of I don't want to say it's a lot of experience, a lot of potential. So like the connection with this Berkano, right? It goes both ways. Go inside but go outside as well. Hmm. That's how I feel.
Okay, no, that's great. Yeah, yeah. So we, Nathan and I did do one video. We did his experience of video, talking about some of his experiences and knowledge of the programs. Yeah, so hopefully he'll do another video soon. That'd be great. There is a
Yes.
question for you from Karen, and she says, Slavka, what has been your most challenging hurdle that you have overcome, and what was the wisdom?
The hurdle actually was for me to look at myself from the perspective um, of my programs and patterns from my parents. So, and as well, my relationship with my parents, because it's a relationship with my core wounds. And that was the biggest hurdle that, what actually I absorbed, what I learned, what I accepted as a standard, and what I adopted, and how I was living, what was there in my subconscious. And I still work on it, and I did some part, and I still do this emotional work, this generational trauma healing, and recognizing and identifying the patterns that are there. So I did a lot of emotional work. I did, and I still do, and this healing journey continues. But it's about working with internal saboteurs and having awareness what's going on, and what are the triggers, what are the patterns that are there. But yes, for me, that's the most challenging hurdle to heal what is there, the part of me that is from my mother's side and my father's side, that these wounds. So yes, that's actually continuous self mastery, because that's, I think, for all of us, we try to uh, we create, it's a lot of conditioning, and we create coping mechanisms. So for me, it was first of all acquiring the knowledge, related knowledge about it, and then working it as well, working it out. And I still do that. I can say yes, I'm certified emotional medicine coach. I can say that. There are still some requirements for me that I get to deliver, but yes. Um, and this is continuous journey for me. So I would love to continue with this and to do, it's, I don't want to say it coaching, but it's more guidance for me, because I'm no more like no superior. I don't feel superior just because of that, nor inferior. It's like equal, meeting you on the eye level. So this is something for me, that I did and I still go through, because that's a healing process, and it's cleansing, and it's still going on. And I can identify, everyone, each of us, we have something there. So yes, I'm starting actually this, and it's not only like this emotional work, like individual level, but also like in partnerships, because we get to know each other through the relationships. So it's also about relationship, and first of all with myself, and then with others, with partners, with my parents, with partners afterwards, because then we ask ourselves, oh my god, why I attract such a man or women in my life that I suffer with, and I'm not feeling happy, and they hurt me all the time. So all of this is, based on some our core wounds, our trauma bonds before we meet actually true love. So this is my journey, that where I feel, pulled towards. So yes,
That's
I can share.
incredible. Yeah, that's
Eventually, I
amazing.
can share more about that.
Yeah, well done. I'm
So
sitting
yeah.
here thinking, what's my biggest hurdle? What's my biggest hurdle? And I think for me, it is the programming. It is that things
Yes.
were put in place that I did not realize. It's taken me 50 years to realize that my life had been programmed a certain way that would make me act in a certain way and react in a certain way. So, yeah, so
Yes.
it's taken me a long time to figure out what's going on in my world. And
Yes.
I'm
It's
only
about
just
awareness.
starting. Yeah, I'm only just starting to know. John P's in the chat now as well. Chaley is saying that's so very beyond amazing and beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this piece of your gorgeous soul with us, Slavka. Wow, that's
Well,
so
thank you.
amazing.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you for sharing your essence, just for being here, for existing, because we are all needed here at this time.
Yeah. Yeah, we're so fortunate. We've got such a beautiful community between us all. We really have. We've got a lovely community. Okay, so let's see. If anyone's got any questions for Slavka, please pop them in the chat. If you would like a mini reading, there's still time for a free mini reading or a longer reading. That if you make a donation, we'll do a longer message for you. I'm going to pick a random question. And it is. Oh, here. What is a lesson you feel you learned too late in life? You might have already just answered that, I think. Yeah, let's see.
Yes, that lesson is actually, yes, be yourself. Be
Yeah,
yourself, no matter what, and just stand your ground.
yeah,
It's okay to hear another's opinions, but I mean, it's okay, it's very vital to decide for yourself, and discernment is very important, because
yeah,
yes, we are being programmed and conditioned, by society, by our parents and relatives, yeah, that we get to do this way and that day, and that we get to be, to behave certain ways, to follow the rules, obey, comply. And I just say, really be unapologetically yourself, because now really it's important, just be authentic, put down your mask anyway,
yeah,
because and we are all being called, to leave that false identity, who and be who we really are, and who we always been. It was just buried there under the layers of the, again, of this conditioning and programming. So yeah,
yeah. So
that's it.
Sprinkles has a question for us both, saying, "What is the happiest memory that you hold?" Oh, I really don't know. My mind is so screwed up. When I first read it, the thought that came to me was my son when he was tiny, and looking down at his hands, and they were just like my hands, and that was really bizarre. So I don't know if you've got a happy memory that pops into your mind.
Happy memory. That's really, as I don't have kids yet, so it's like I can just say, the happy memories when I see, some animal or something good happening around, like happy memories. I don't have anything specific coming up on my mind right now.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
chakra wellness empowerments, and this is the work of Lisa Erickson, and we reset the chakra memory centers. So that is one of the things I generally say to people. So when we get to say the solar plexus, and you're looking for a time when you felt really empowered and inspired with the sacral or whatever, and sometimes that it is a memory that you have with an animal or with a pet that you really had that unconditional love with. That's the memory you need. Or maybe it was time you spent with a grandparent when you were small and you were really happy and joyous in the basking in their love as well. So it gets harder and harder as you get older for some people to isolate joy or isolate those love memories, and we've got to go
Yes.
back to when we were more innocent, back to childhood, and then we reset and we clear out the old memories in the chakra, and we put in a snapshot memory of something so pure, so fun, so joyous, and we reset the chakra energy center that way, and get all your energies lifting again. Because sometimes your chakras will hold a memory of a time when you were in fear, and then whenever you got back into a similar situation, the chakra's going to go, I've been here before. I remember when I was in fear. And it just brings in that anxious, awful memory. So when we do chakra empowerments, we reset all of the energy centers, put beautiful new memories in there. So whenever you just get in a situation or you think about that memory, it kind of resets the chakra. So yeah, so pet memories are great. I remember my first cat, Carby, is my best cat ever. She keeps coming into my awareness a lot at
Mhm.
the moment.
Yeah.
She's in spirit. Yeah. Spiderbite says, I was adopted and I don't know what it's like to have people that look like you. Oh, that's interesting. Spidey, you've probably got millions of clones like I have, so you'll figure it out. So, but
Mm.
the thing is, I don't look like my sisters. I've got one that looks a bit like me, and people think, okay, we're definitely sisters. And I've got a sister that looks nothing like me. Like her hair is really blonde, her eyes are blue. Do not look like sisters at all. And then you've got somebody like Drago Reed, and you see me and him on a video together, and you can really see that we're siblings. It's so weird because we actually
Yes.
really look like each other because we've got the same base code DNA. But he's from the other side of the world, so you wouldn't think that. But when I look at him, it's like looking in a mirror. It's really bizarre. So yeah, so even though you're adopted, you're probably going to find people who are more like you than you think. Because Slavka and I
Mm.
are quite similar sometimes, aren't we? And me and Jane Celia Hatch. Oh, when you see images of Jane when she was younger, she looks just like me. And then me and Penny Bradley. Oh, sometimes I can't look at Penny Bradley. I think she looks just like me. Or I look just like her. It freaks me out. Jay Scope
Yeah.
is in the chat. Hi Jay, how are you doing? Good to
I
see
think
you.
we are all related anyway.
Yeah, I
Not
think so.
as a in the spirit for sure, as an energy oneness, but of course on the physical level as well. So
Spider-Bite has said, he's asking me, am I the milkman's daughter? Well, the weird thing is, I had to do DNA testing for my older sister Suzanne, wanted to get her Irish passport, but our dad was not on her birth certificate at the time, right? So we all had to do DNA tests, the three sisters, to test the DNA to prove that we were all related to her, so that the father on my birth certificate was the father that should go on her
Mhm.
birth certificate, so she can get this Irish passport. So the weird thing is that I'm quite close to one sister. I'm quite close to the other sister, but they are not close to each other at all. It's really bizarre. But they're
Yeah,
sisters. But I'm
that's
the only
very
thing that
bizarre.
ties the two together. It's really odd. Yeah, very unusual how it works. I don't know. A spider bite
Mm.
says I look nothing like Penny. Honestly, a Spidey, I've watched her on videos. I
Mhm.
really think I do look like her. It's weird.
Yeah, like
Oh,
younger
Kelly's saying the
version.
same thing as well, that people think her and Penny are related because they look alike. Kelly, you look nothing like Penny. I look more like Penny than you do for sure. Like, oh my word. Spidey's saying DNA testing is fake. Yeah, I agree, probably. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Sprinkles is saying thank you. You're welcome.
Anyway, what
Anyway,
it's important to actually realize as well, if you want this DNA testing for to actually to explore your ancestry first, like read like what they are going to do with your DNA material, because now we are in in the time of bioweapons and whatever. So just beware, like where you wanna get it tested. It's not like just DNA is actually currency now. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really
maybe she's
interesting
her
to
granddaughter. Maybe.
to
But
explore this
breeder
physical.
programs in the, there's all these forced breeder programs, so it's all the same DNA being used, and I don't know. Sprinkles is saying, if you think of people that you know who are soulmates or what not, or who have been together forever, pay attention how often they look so much alike. Okay, people
Yes.
and their pets. People and their dogs look alike, don't they?
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
Not that that's relevant. I just think that's really funny. But it's true. I think sometimes you gravitate towards people that do look like you. I think that's a tribal thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but with animals, like with pets and people, it's absolutely like that because I saw when I saw the animals and then I looked at at the
Yeah.
owner, like they were the same. It's just like no
Yeah.
coincidence. So there is like strong bond, you
Yeah.
know. And I believe yes. I don't know if how exactly we are connected, that we look so much alike with some people. However,
Yeah.
they are not our family. I think it's called doppelganger,
Yes. I've seen a
right?
doppelganger of me in person. Yeah. Yeah, but that
So
was a
yeah.
clone. I know that was a clone because of how my body reacted to seeing that person. So Karen is saying, OMG, yes, old people that have the exact same limp and body and walk and clothes. And then Spider Bite is saying that Michael Jackson had a chimp. Sorry, I don't know why that's so funny. It just is. And so Jay is saying, I've been quite quiet lately, but an insane experience and timeline in the astral realm, parallel reality stuff is going on. Okay, so that's why no one's seen Jay Skype Runner for a bit. He's been doing some warrior work. Okay, cool. So we've been going for nearly 2 hours.
Was 2 hours.
Yeah. Did you want to finish up soon? Are you okay to carry on for a bit?
Like yes, we can
Carry on
go
for a little
like for
bit?
some
Okay.
more minutes. Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
Jay is in the house.
Yeah.
Great.
So any questions for Slavka, please put them in the chat. Random questions are very welcome. I'm going to pick a random question from the bag.
Okay,
We
why
love our
not?
random live Q&As right now. These are so funny. What is your favorite habit?
Hmm.
Well, mine is the Pepsi. That's my habit, which I'm
That's the
trying to get
habit.
off. Oh yeah, it's a habit. It's a total addiction. I've got trillions of contracts apparently. And one day I'm gonna get off it. I will.
Oh, I didn't know that Coke can be a habit.
Oh my word, it's so addictive. And then Sean Bond said that I have 1 trillion contracts with PepsiCo. I knew there was a contract with PepsiCo because it's also off planet. It's not just on planet, it's off planet as
Wow.
well. So when you think of how many clones I've got, if they're all addicted to Pepsi, then that would explain why there's so many contracts and ties there. Um, Old people who eat too much chuck turn into a chuck. Is this the Aussies here? Their mouth wobbles and their hands look like chicken feet. Spider bite! You can't say things like that. So what's your favorite habit? Do you have a guilty pleasure?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Okay.
Ice cream.
But what flavor?
Nuts. All
Nuts ice
kinds
cream.
of
Like
nuts. I'm
hazelnut.
nuts.
You're nuts. You're nuts for ice cream nuts. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely nuts.
Karen says that her dog and her are connected physically. We usually have the same thing
Hmm.
going on. It's crazy. She's my reminder to be good to myself because I don't want her taking my rubbish on. Yeah. So Jay says getting people's names coming in. Not sure why. Going to past events of the Earth. Lots of us remembering Earth. 12 is put. Um, Okay, so let's have any more questions for Slavka? Pop them in the
Mm.
chat. Anything at all that you'd like to ask her, we will do our best to answer. This says, what's your most successful dance move?
Most successful.
I don't know. Let's pick another one. Okay.
It's so funny. These
I
questions are
say
so
dance.
funny.
Okay, yeah, guilty pleasures just come out. That's weird. Just ask
Okay.
that as well. Okay, here we go. What is a lesson you feel you learned too late? I think we might have already addressed that. Hold on, digging deeper.
Okay,
Digging
okay.
deeper. What is the dumbest rule you've ever been forced to follow?
Dumbest?
Yeah, some stupid rule that you've got to do it because it's just a rule, but it doesn't make any sense.
it was plenty of them in 2020. In which
Yeah,
event?
that's true. That's true. I actually like wearing a mask. I felt like a ninja, but that's probably the assassin in me. I don't love to
Yeah.
be like stealth on the train. I really liked it. I love social distancing. Love it. Don't like to be around people. Karen has a good question. Slavka, what would you do right now if you could, if there were no limits?
Ooh, that would be really something, extraordinary. Because actually, yes, it's even now, if I admit it,
Mm.
I have no limits. So yeah, I can do whatever I want, basically. So
Okay.
what I would do,
Mm.
well, I would probably use my knowledge and my experience, and my understanding, my actually what is inside my essence and potential, for the highest good.
Mm.
Do
That
something
sounds
to
good.
create something that would help, others, that would actually contribute for the betterment of the humanity,
Yeah.
and for myself as well, to improve, for example, my living. Because that's also, it's not like selfishness, it's just about, like to do the things, accomplish on my personal level, and then of course this collective level that I would really love to,
Yeah.
see better things, that outside. So there is a lot of people in need of help. There is a lot of people, that seek guidance, healing, cleansing, whatever, anything, any sparkle, any hope, faith, something.
Mm.
There's really plenty of things. It's like,
Yeah. Okay, there's a
I
question.
would rather be, really the better version of myself every day. That's what I
Yeah.
can say. You know.
Yeah, I'm very lazy, but I would like to. Jay's asking a question. What is your most useless talent? Do you have a useless talent?
Useless. Yeah, like my useless talent. Mm, is it people pleasing? That, that I
Ah,
would sometimes do a lot of stuff. It's actually one of the saboteurs. It's a pleaser.
hmm.
That sometimes I prioritize others, and, just to make them happy, to cook for them. Da, da, da. I don't. It's not actually useless. It's
Yeah.
something that can be improved, but useless. It's sometimes what can be considered as useless. Is it
Hmm.
something like what
Um,
else can be?
see,
What's your
I'm very good with knives. So I am very good with knives. I worked in a meatworks in Australia, so I'm good at sharpening knives. I'm good at throwing knives. I'm good at cutting up cows. I'm good at chopping.
Oh,
I'm actually very good
okay.
with knives. But some of this has
I,
probably come from training in the programs. So,
okay.
um,
I really like cutting the firewood with axe.
oh,
I'm really
nice.
good in holding axe and cutting the firewood. Yes.
I'm so gonna go axe throwing soon. Me and my friend Emma, there's a place called Hatchet Harry's, and it's over in Liverpool. And we're gonna go throw axes, and we're gonna start an archery course soon as well. And I just picked up a big new air rifle. I've not unboxed it yet because I'm waiting to unbox it with a friend. So, but yeah, we're gonna go to the shooting range soon as well. So I'm dead excited about
Oh my
that.
gosh.
And my
Yes.
useless talents are things I learned in the space programs
Bring me
that have
there.
no place here, you know. That's one of
Bring
my
me
useless
there.
talents. So I'm
I'm
just
very
checking the chat.
traditional.
He's
I
saying that's a good talent. Um, okay, so Jerry's saying the stronger detox was lemon juice, apple cider vinegar. Extreme was warm water, baking soda. I don't know why he's saying that, but that's interesting. Thank
Yes.
you for sharing.
Yes.
Okay, please can you pick
Uh,
some cards for me before we finish?
I can.
Because my
I
life
can.
has been really weird lately, but I think I'm coming out of it now. Um, I think I'm coming out of it, she says, holding her dagger next to her. So,
Oh, you have your Excalibur.
oh, this is just my little wooden dagger. that I keep next to me just for like ceremonial cutting of energies around me.
That's come on,
So
that's really Excalibur or higher
well, I have
level.
a much bigger sword next to me, but it's only like cosplay. But at the retreat I did 2 weeks ago, I got all these cosplay swords in, and the ladies were standing around looking at these swords on the ground, and they were thinking they must be dead heavy, and I was like, oh, they're just cosplay. So they're picking them up, and then we were doing all these kind of like actions about releasing and standing in power, and then we decorated our swords, we enchanted them with Excalibur energy, we anointed them in waters from the chalice well in Glastonbury. We did loads of energy work with these
Oh,
swords, yeah. So super awesome. I would love to get a really nice heavy Xena warrior princess sword. That's what I would love to get. Um, there's all detox stuff going in the chat right now.
oh
So
yeah, absolutely. I
yeah,
think there's necessary, to have some mental detox and also
yeah.
physical detox of the
Oh,
body.
when I lived in India, it was really normal to do parasite cleanses every 3 months. You just go to the
Yes.
chemist shop and you just buy a tablet. It was as simple as that. I remember one time though, it literally knocked me out for like 4 hours or more when I took that tablet. I lay down and I passed out. So I don't know what was going on in my stomach. But yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's necessary not only when you live in India, it's
Yeah,
necessary everywhere
I
because of
agree.
what's going on in the skies, that what we actually breathe, what we drink, even the water, it's not really clean. So basically, yes. That's what I would like to say. Yes, please pay attention to your body as well because then yes, of course, we feel weakness, exhausted, then of course this experiencing, sudden shutdown, and just you fall asleep, or you maybe feel, like the headaches in certain parts, and of course runny nose and stuff like that. So and obvious, and actually as well, pay attention to your bowels, because when you hear this loud sound, so obviously it's parasites as well. So it's good really to do the cleansing. And I only say that I really like ivermectin because I'm taking it on a regular base. At least I'm starting, and of course, well, it's also some other meds, but you know, I'm just not gonna say, I'm open as well to ivermectin version for horses, whatever, but I'm still okay. I'm alive,
Yeah.
but it's also version for me.
Back
Please
here.
take this as a fun. It's
Yeah, we're
it's
just
for fun,
talking
entertainment
about
purpose.
our personal experiences for entertainment purposes only. And
So yeah,
yeah, we're talking about Xena Warrior Princess in the chat because of the sword stuff coming out. I love Xena. I did a show with Aurora Diamondheart and we made one reference to Xena. I cut it as a short and it got like 1,000 views on it in 24 hours. So I'm going to do a Xena Warrior Princess show at some point, hopefully this month. I'll talk to Aurora and see if she
oh
wants to
yeah,
get into it. I'm hoping to do a movie show at some point with Aurora, Michael Koff, and hopefully Jason missing time. Oh, so we've both signed up to do the June conference with Gina Virginia Casella, which is Summer Days
yes,
or something. Yeah, so that is on the 13th of June. So it's the
June.
week before I go to the Basis conference, which is super cool. Do you know what kind of talk you're going to be doing? Or are you going to be doing a group healing? What are you planning? Mm-mm-mm.
Uh, let's keep it as a surprise for now, because I
Okay.
have more avenues that I
Yeah.
can actually take. So
Yeah.
um, uh, for sure it will be healing. At
Okay.
least I will go that way. That is also known.
Yeah.
I will go for some emotional work, but the rest, let's keep it for now, because I
Yeah.
might I might actually even still.
Yeah. Well, I've set the talk
No.
title, but I haven't developed the talk yet because it's gonna actually link into the talk I'm doing at Basis the week after. So generally it's anchored in shadow strength. It's my personal journey as an experiencer. So the one at Gina's talk is going to be about whispers of kind of knowing coming forward, and then the one I do at Basis, if I get to do the one at Basis, hopefully there'll be time to do that. That goes deeper into the special access programs. So, but they're both tying in together, so they will kind of be not the same talk, but they'll link together. So I'm excited about that.
Oh
So yeah,
yeah,
so that
I'm
should
very
be fun.
excited. I'm
Yeah,
actually very honored that Gina considered me,
nice.
as a
Yeah,
guest. So it's
it's going
for
to be
me.
a fun day because we
Thank you.
the free conference that was last month. A few of us were on it for the full day in the chat, 10 hours in the chat. So I was moderating, Jason was moderating, James was in the chat all day. I think Cyrus was in the chat all day. So some of us we just spent 10 hours together. And I just ended up having like snacks, sitting there all day moderating with snacks, and it was fun. Yeah, it was a fun day. It was very well organized. She's a very good organizer. She really
Yes,
is a very good organizer. It was so
absolutely.
smooth. Yeah,
Yes,
really well done. But I think this next one there is a ticket fee, but it's totally worth it. Definitely worth it. Yeah,
yes, yes. Check it out, Gina
yeah,
Virginia Casella, right?
yeah,
.com.
yeah. So we'll be releasing some promos for that very soon. And yeah, so did you pull some cards for me? Sorry, totally distracting you.
Yes,
What
yes.
did you get?
I've got some runes for you.
Okay.
Actually, time 4 came up for you. So obviously Lagos. So yeah, flow be like water, you know. So water element is still there, right? So that's actually collective message, and it comes up also for you. And a part of that, it's Ansus, Ewas, and Petro. Actually, yes. So Uh, this is answers, right? And that's actually as well a lot of communication for you, in a written, spoken form. So, yes, you're doing your live streams, you're getting stuff out, you're bringing your guests. So, absolutely. So, this is here. You do great, excellent job with this. And you have a lot of gifts, psychic gifts, superpowers. So it was this one, right? So this one is like really you acquired a lot of strength. You made a lot of partnerships, and you will make a lot of partnerships. So you are earning your loyalty, right? So this is actually really like very very. I can feel there is a lot of strength in you, on this transformation journey because you already know a lot of about yourself, right? So there is something new coming up for you, and this is also renewal for you. And Pietro, initiations, right? So it's like more stuff coming up for you, right? You're going even deeper, very very deeper. So you're being initiated into more stuff, right? That's why maybe you sometimes feel even, a lot exhausted because it's a lot of content for you, a lot to process. So don't forget, when you do these things, empty your cup so you can continue. It's good to have some break and empty the cup so you can start over. But in general, I see for you really the way continue that you do. It's a communication for you, to putting stuff out and doing partnerships with another people as you're doing, because there's a lot of projects coming up as well with another people, as you say, you mentioned already. So I see that's now like where you are. You're focusing on these projects that you have. And when I see like from the like for the upcoming months, for the like foreseeing, the upcoming months, you also want to travel. So your soul is calling you, to travel, to do also, and also go to the water, like the another waters, not only around UK, but the movement, travel around, the world, and mm, like, what is your desired destination that you would like to go?
I'd like to go to Mexico or
Mex-
Peru. Yeah,
Mhm. Mexico, yes. So
yeah,
I see that it's coming up for you as well, these travels and journey, movement.
yeah,
So, and yeah, what you do is really, it's very appreciated, and it's bringing up a lot of awareness. So keep raising the awareness, because that's very, very important stuff right now.
yeah.
So
Brilliant. I mean, I'm going to keep showing up as long as everybody else is going to keep showing up. That's fine. And
yeah.
I used to just do videos on Facebook. I used to just talk to myself and put videos on Facebook. But we have a lot of fun here on my channel. We do. And then we all meet on Typical Skeptic, and we have fun over there as well. So we've got such a lovely community. But that's a great message. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you as well.
I'm going to pick, I was picking a crystal for the collective. And it's Green Aventurine, create your own luck. So that's a collective crystal message. It's the heart centered, create your own energy, your own luck, your own nurturing. Green Aventurine.
Yes,
Hmm.
again, green color, it's healing color, and it's also color of the heart. Open up your
Yeah,
heart.
yeah.
Yeah. Work with your
Um,
heart chakras as well, because it's now really time to be also, have empathy, be kind,
so there's a message
kindness.
there saying, do I live near Springfield, Hertfordshire? No, I'm trying to see how far away that is. Don't know where that is, Spidey.
I don't know either.
It's
Where is
not
it?
near me. It's not near me. I'm just checking the map to see where that is.
Well, Springfield is all around the US, Springfield, but I don't know, like
It's a
if it's
UK
in
one.
UK.
I'm just gonna check. Uh,
I have no idea, but I see that really a lot of green color coming up, and green
yeah.
color is really about the healing and about nature, and it's about the heart chakra.
Hmm.
Really, it's like it's one of the most targeted chakras as well for the
Yeah, I
people.
agree.
So
I
yeah,
agree. Yeah, it's more than
um,
3 hours away from me. That area.
oh yeah, really,
Yeah, it's 3 hours drive. So that's not good. I'm not going that far until I go to Bases, and Bases is in Wiltshire, and that's kind of straight down the country. So I have to go
yes,
kind of
it's to the
down
south
Wales and straight
for
down.
you.
Yeah, so straight down and interesting. Oh, this has been so lovely, Slavka. It's been so nice asking you random questions and getting to know you a bit better as well. That's been so cool. We've had some great questions in the chat as well. Some lovely readings for everybody. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Julia. Thank you very much for inviting me, because it has been already some time.
Yeah, yeah. This is
And
like our monthly show, I
yeah,
think. Yeah, the
yeah,
first
thank you.
Friday in the month, maybe. Let everybody know about your channel and what promotions you've got going on, what kind of work that you're doing, how they can reach you privately if they wanted to book in with you for a session of some kind.
Yes, I have my YouTube channel, Natural Sentient. So yes, you can put this actually into the description of the video. And my email is naturalsentient gmail.com. So if you would like, you can get in touch with me also through the Facebook, which I'm there as a Slavka Terekova, but I have there the Natural Sentient in the brackets, so you will find me. And yes, I'm more I'm available, let's say, for the readings, or for the work, emotional work,
Mm.
some sort of guidance. I don't want to say coaching, because I like more guidance.
I like coaching. I think coaching is a nice term. I like that one.
It's
I do
very cool.
confidence coaching. I do confidence coaching, Reiki confidence coaching. I like it. I like being a coach. I'm
Yeah,
trying to get off Facebook, so I've tried to defriend everybody, and so I can go back over to Instagram because I'm sick of Facebook now. And then suddenly I've still got 4 or 5 friends now, and I'm like, how did that happen? So I'm going to defriend everybody again, so that I just go not use the personal profile, just use the mystical wellness page. But I'm focusing more on Instagram again because I love Instagram. There's no
yeah,
judgment over there. Nobody's like I'm your friend, you're my friend, and none of that nonsense. So yeah, so I've started using my Patreon now. So my website has finished. I forwarded my domain anchorhaven.co.uk over to my Patreon, so people can follow me over there. And I'm setting up my Reiki energy shop. So if you want to have upgrades or you want to download PDFs about something, I'm putting loads of content on there. So there's lots of things over there. Um, Jerry saying it's like being a Ferengi mentor. Uh, okay, Jerry. So
thank you.
funny. Wisdom
Thank you,
keeper. That's
Jason.
better. That's better. Yeah.
Yes, Jane, hope you're doing well because I didn't hear from you some time.
Yeah.
I know that you also you cut your website and stuff like that. So it would be nice to hear from you as well
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah, I think we're all ups and downs. Like I had to take 5 days out recently. I got hit by quite some heavy energy, which is still coming at me now from different sources as well. So yeah, be safe out there, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Stick together. Um, and yeah, just trust what you know to be true. Never mind what anyone else is doing, what's going on in the community. Shine your light. Yeah. Oh, thank you,
Yes,
Slavka.
yes. Just stay there because I know it looks very dark, but stay there and keep
Mm,
faith.
yeah. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Bye.